Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. My name is Shiva Krishnan and I upload videos related to data analytics and its tools such as Excel and Power BI, and at times I upload videos related to AI. So first of all, thank you very much for your continuous support on my channel. I really appreciate your continuous support, and it really does encourage me to add a lot of valuable content on this channel. All right, so let's get started with today's video. And as you can clearly see that today's video is going to be about 1992 Cricket World Cup analysis. Okay, let's get started. And I will be doing a little bit of data transformation because the columns on the right, runs scored, wickets lost, wickets taken, these columns have values in a text format. Okay, and once it has been converted, then we'll be able to do the analysis. Otherwise, if we just let the columns remain as they are, then the data analysis will not be possible. So for that we have to do the data type conversion. Okay, and even in real life scenario you will be coming across these kind of issues, right, wherein the values are supposed to be in numerical format, they were not there, or the values are supposed to be in text format but they were in some other format. Then you have to do the data type conversion, and that is a part of the ETL, extract, transform and load. Okay, so I've clicked on whole number, and in a few minutes time this conversion will be done. So it does ask me to change the column type, and it says, do you want to replace current? I said yes. I'll click on that, and then in a few minutes time this changes will happen. So here on the left I click on close and apply, and in a few minutes time the changes will be done. Okay, and in the meanwhile I really do want to point this out that where most of the online courses do not cover many concepts of Power BI in depth. Okay, especially the ones that are charging you for 6,000, 7,000, or 10,000, they don't go in depth related to Power BI. All right, so you can see that the transformation has been done. All right, so we will do the analysis now. All right, I'll place the tile slicer and then place the teams in field section. And now some of you may be even wondering that we do the certification so that we get a job and everything. Now, I'll be very honest with you that the institutes that talk about the placement and everything, most of them do not do the placement. Okay, they do not have a tie-up with companies, number one, and number two, the recruiters really want to understand your concepts. Okay, and that is the most important thing. And when you uh, do the dashboard and present that on LinkedIn and everything, okay, that's when the recruiter knows that okay, this person has a good understanding about the concepts and there's a lot to learn. Okay, doing some changes here. You can see that now I'm increasing the font size in the callout value section. Okay, now scroll down, it's in the format visual. Okay, here we have the add data and we have the format visual, and in visual you have the callout values and you do the changes. And let's see, I'll go to general FX because I really want the changes to be done for the tile slicer. I'm just wondering what kind of color will be appropriate. Maybe I'll stick with this. It's looking good. All right, and anyone can clearly see that these are the name of the teams. You just have to click on them and the changes will be done accordingly. Okay, and it's time to place the cards. And yeah, so what I was saying was, when we do the certification, we do in the hopes that we are going to get a very good job. And trust me, I would encourage you to do free certification and then practice creating plenty of dashboards, And during interviews, all these questions will be asked because the recruiter clearly wants to see like how much is the conceptual understanding that you have. And some of you may be feeling like asking like, what about you? Like, are you not going for any interviews? The thing is, right now I'm focused on the freelancing part, and I really do not know if I'm going to get a client for the freelancing or if I really need to go into the full-time thing. And in the meanwhile, I'm busy learning as many parts of tax queries as possible, right? So these cards have been placed. The first thing I'm going to do is the runs code. I'll place that in the field section. All right, and then I will do the formatting of the cards on an individual basis. So first I will do the formatting for this particular card. Format a visual, general, FX, and then select the color that you want. Let's say I want to want this color. Okay, good. Then you go click on visual, turn off the label, then turn on the title and mention total runs scored. And also, if you help me to promote my channel, the thing is that I do get the benefit and you guys also get to benefit because you get to see plenty of concepts related to Excel and Power BI. You get that free of cost. The only thing is that my way of presentation may not be glamorous, but believe me, people who present things in a very glamorous fashion may not be experts in their field. They may be claiming to be the experts, but they may not be in reality, right? So you will be applying a little bit of intelligence, right? You want to make sure that what is the value that you are getting. If you're getting knowledge free of cost, why not to take the benefit of it? Makes sense, right? And I've been doing the same thing. And I see that the YouTubers upload content related to their field. I try to make the best out of that. And you can see that the changes have been done here, and I will increase the callout value size to 60. All right. So this has been done. Now it's time for the formatting for the other two visuals. I'll add the data here, wickets lost in the field section, and I click on general. Once again, in effects, I change the background color to dark blue. Okay, then turn off the category label and turn on the title and mention the title that you need. Title wickets lost, and I change the text color to white because against blue background you need white color, right? I'll mention 25, scroll it down, align it in the center, make sure that the title is bold in color. And then once again, we'll do the formatting for the callout values. Change the font color once again to white and make sure that it is bold. I'm just going to scroll down and see if I need to increase the title. Okay, this does look good. I'll do the similar formatting for total runs code as well. These two are looking good. And finally, it's time for formatting the last one, including adding the data, wickets taken, place that here, format a visual, turn off the category label, and then go to general, click on effects, select the color you need. Let's say I need this color. Okay, or maybe I'll go with this color. Right, now it looks much better. Go to visual, increase the callout value size to 60, ensure it is bold, and then add the title. Total wickets taken. Scroll down, make sure that the title is aligned in the center, and then you increase the font size once again to 27, and you also ensure that the title is bold. Okay, now it's looking neat so far, and now it's time for writing two DAX queries. Okay, one will be the matches won, and the other one will be matches lost. And the purpose behind writing the DAX queries for these two things is to ensure the data for team wise matches that were won. Okay, because we don't need to apply filter again and again, and we need the DAX query to sort out that for us. Matches won is equals to calculate. Okay, so this DAX query, what it does is it does the uh, calculation, whether it's sum, average, or division, or whatever expression that we are asking us it to do. It will do that, and then it will filter out the data that we need as per our specification. So we will see count rows. I'll write calculate and then count rows. Cricket World Cup 1992, and then result. First, it will count the number of rows for this data in this entire data set. Then it will see, go to the result column and then search for won matches that were won. Okay, it will only result, it will only capture the data that has this particular term won, WON. Okay, now close the bracket, hit enter. In a few minutes time this DAX query will be completed. Alright, you can see that this has been done, and now it's time to write another DAX query. This time it will be for matches lost. And you know, the purpose behind creating this kind of videos is that I'll be able to explain this to the recruiter as well, or maybe even to a prospective client. And I will also try to guide you with how you can also, you know, open a YouTube channel like the way I've done, and the softwares that I use. I'll be sharing the details of that in description. All right, after, so Cricket World Cup, calculate count rows, Cricket World Cup 1992, result is equals to lost. Close bracket, hit enter, and this DAX query will also be completed. And one thing is that, to be really an expert in DAX queries, it's not an easy thing. It's much complex than Excel formulas, and that is where, a Power BI analyst is really an extremely important asset to any organization. All right. So these two DAX queries have been completed, and it's time for our formal final analysis. First, for that, we have to have these two donut charts that I'll be placing them, one adjacent to other, and then I'll place this here. Okay, so these two donut charts have been placed. Right now, I'll place the team in a legend, And then in the values I'll be placing matches 1. You can clearly see, right, the entire statistics that have been available team wise. This is the one of the beauty of the DAX queries, right? And now let's do the formatting. I'll go to general and I will select the color that I find as appropriate. Which color do I need? I'm just wondering. Maybe I think I'll go with this color. So that against this background you can clearly see all the other colors. Because if I select any other background color, then let's say if I select blue, dark blue, then this dark blue section will not be properly visible. But if you have the light blue color and all the other slices, right, of this donut chart, you can clearly see that. Okay, right. And in the title I will do some changes. Team wise matches 1. Increase the font size once again. Align it in the center. Make sure that the title is bold. Let me increase the font size once again, 30. 35. Now making sure that it is 36. Okay, team wise matches 1. And then I'm just trying to see what are the other changes that I need to make. Click on values, try to increase the size for the values. I think this is looking much better so that anyone can clearly see what we are talking about here. Now it's properly highlighted and everything is good to go for this particular visual, right? And now I'll do the final changes for this particular visual. Once again, I place a team in legend and matches lost in values. Alright, so this is sorted out here, okay? It's all neatly done. And only the final changes for the last visual, and then we'll come down to the conclusion of the entire dashboard. Alright, click on effects. I think I'll leave the color as white. I will not do any changes. I'll only do the changes for the title. Team wise matches lost. Change it to 20 or maybe 22 or maybe 25. Scroll down and make sure that the title is placed in the center, or I think I'll go with 30 and make sure that it is bold, or maybe 35. Okay, now these two titles are really matching. The size of both the titles are perfect. And then finally for the visual, data labels, and then I'll click on values. Scroll down, click on values, increase the font size for the values to 15, change the color to black, make sure it is bold. Okay, so you can clearly see the entire statistics, and you can see that which team has won the highest number of matches. And if I want to do the sorting, I can do that by sort descending. It's already done. And in the 1922 World Cup, New Zealand won most number of matches, followed by England and Pakistan at 6. And then matches lost. Which team won the most number of matches? Lost the most number of matches. It's Zimbabwe. You just have to place a cursor here, and the entire statistics will be visible to you. All right. So we have created this entire dashboard, a very simple one. I haven't added any other chart because I don't need to, because you want to see the number of runs for that particular team. You can see that using the slicer. Okay. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed watching the content, and I'll be sharing some of the details about the software that I use and how you can also, you know, open a channel for the data analytics. And believe me or not, in interviews, it is going to be really helpful to you. And if you decide to open a YouTube channel on data analytics, you can let me know in the comment section. You can also WhatsApp me. I will subscribe to your channel. We can support each other and we can grow. Okay. So thank you very much.